Welcome to the Technical University in Dresden. We would like to introduce you to a project related to surface properties of a small group of animals called springtails or collembola, which have very unique properties in terms of wettability and resistance against wetting. Collembola belong to the most abundant animals occurring in the soil, with a total estimated number of about 50,000, and even in an environment like that you will find them quite in a large number. For example, if you look at a piece of soil like this, you can find maybe a couple of hundreds of animals that are decomposing organic matter and belong to the most abundant animals in this environment. Collembola are found in all kinds of different environments, living near the soil or in the soil, and therefore are subjected to all kinds of different influences, contaminating particles, bacteria, or in cases of heavy rain, they even may get drowned. To avoid this, the animals have developed a particular surface structure allowing them to repel basically everything. And the reason behind it is that these animals do not breathe by respiration, but by uptaking oxygen through the skin simply by diffusion. And any water coverage or dirt coverage would hinder uptake of oxygen. Collembola are found basically everywhere. They have adapted to environments such as ice, high altitude mountain areas, or even deserts or the sea. And to look at all these structures developed under various environmental conditions, the research is carried out together with colleagues from the Natural History Museum in Görlitz, who are the specialists for this group and help us identifying not only the species, but also to look at the ecological context of the animals in their natural habitat.
Welcome to the Senckenberg Museum of Natural History, Görlitz, one of the great research centers dealing with the investigations on soil organisms, such as nematodes, collembola or mites. My name is Ulrich Burkhardt. I am the project coordinator of the Soil Organism Data Warehouse Edafobase. This data warehouse, Edafobase, is based on distributional data on soil organisms and includes their biodiversity, data on ecology, habitat parameters, and so on. But of course, such data have especially to be based on reliable collection material and reliable determination. Thus, we have to cooperate very close with our colleagues from the taxonomy, especially here with my colleague Jürgen Schulz from the collembola section.
Here at the University of Dresden, together with the Leibniz Institute of Polymer Research, we were interested in the principles behind these unique non-wettable characteristics. So we had a closer look on the skin of these animals in the electron microscope and found that they have a really interesting cuticle structure.
So what we see, if we have a closer look in the electron microscope, we see 3 different levels of structure types. The first one is a hairy cover, which is not so interesting for us. Second one is a microscopic papillus landscape, also not so interesting for us. And more interesting for applications is the nanoscopic comb structure, which is mechanically very stable. And a hidden feature of the surface is the cross-section, which is responsible for the non-wetting characteristic. If you have a look to this cross-section, we see mushroom shapes. And if you imagine a liquid with a very low surface tension will attach to the surface, what happens? It will pin on the noses of these shapes. And that's the reason for the non-wetting characteristic.
So we understood the principles and were able to produce membranes which show the same surface characteristics, and we hope that in a couple of years there will be some products for everyday life.